द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलम् अचलं सर्वेदी साक्षीभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुविष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः ध्यानमूलं गुरुर्मूर्तिं पूजामूलं गुरुपदं मंत्रमूलं गुरुर्वाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरुर्वा ओम शरवण भव. I'm Raj, I'm from Leicester. I've been involved with Babaji, been following Babaji. Actually, I can't even call myself a follower because to be a follower, you have to follow what Babaji says. So I can't say I'm a follower. To say I'm a devotee, I'd have to be devoted to what Babaji says. I can't be a devotee. Never mind discipleship and all the other high levels. But what I am is, I'm a big fan of Babaji. I'm a fan of his work, and I truly love him for everything he's done for me, for my family. Around 10 years ago, I had the pleasure of attending a event in Leicester. And at that point, I was a lost soul. I still sometimes think I'm a lost soul, but at that point, I was very, very lost. My idea of gurus and the Guru Shishya Parampara was a transactional thing where you go to the Guru, you pay a fee, he gives you a blessing, and you go home, and that's it, job done. Well, when I came to see Baba at the event, actually Baba teased me quite a bit. So initially, the event was going on, and Babaji was walking up and down the aisle as he does, blessing people, putting his hand on people's shoulders. And I remember looking at him. I was really cocky at the time, big ego, still have an ego, but it's not as big as it was. And I said, Baba, if you know what I'm thinking, in my head I thought, Saji, if you know what I'm thinking, come and put your hand on my shoulder, on my right hand shoulder, so I know. And he came and walked up to me, walked past me, smiled and walked on. I thought, he doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what I'm thinking. He's not a proper Baba. So then we all had a chance to go up, and there was a token system, much like there is today. Went up and had Babaji's darshan. And within the first second, Babaji looked at me and said, look, I've been waiting for you for 27 years. And I thought, hey, I'm turning 27 next month. So maybe a lucky guess. And he said a number of things that were going on in the house at the time. And so definitely, from that moment, there was a connection. And just as I was getting up, Babaji said by the translator, just wait 1 second. So I turned back around and he said, did you feel my hand on your shoulder? And so I was like, from that moment on, I started introducing family, friends to Babaji, and I started to attend the events. There was one event in particular, and this is Babaji. This is how my relationship with Babaji is. This love that he pours on me, and the fact that he always knows what I'm thinking. So I was at an event where we were doing a Pitru Puja. It was a closed door ceremony, they said, and we were doing ancestral puja. And from what I remember, I think it was Rajiv Anna was on the stage with Babaji, and the way we were sitting, men on one side, women on the other, but Babaji was sitting facing towards that way, so he couldn't see the men. There was a murti there in the middle. I don't remember it. I think it was Surya Bhagwan or something like that in the middle, and Babaji was doing the prayers actively. And the puja went on for quite some time. And this was when I was just beginning to get involved, and I wasn't used to sitting for very long and going without food for long periods of time. So as the puja was going on, I turned and looked to my sister who was sitting where you guys are, where you lady are, sorry. And I was like, just hinted to her saying, oh, I'm hungry. I want to eat. My stomach was rumbling. And she said, just wait for Baba to finish, because they just announced they were serving food. People were rushing off, but she said, no, wait. And my sisters want to, go when the puja is finished. So I was always thinking, oh, Baba, hurry up. My mind wasn't on the puja. All I could think of was just that lovely, delicious food that was going to be served outside. Anyway, Babaji suddenly stopped the puja, what he was doing, turned and looked at me and said, go eat, like that. He did it lovingly, there wasn't any anger. And I looked at him back and said, no, you finish first, then I can go. But that's how our relationship has been, and always, we've been lucky that Baba's come and blessed our home a couple of times now. And the first time he came with, I can't remember his name, but he's one of the priests from India, slim guy, and the we were all sitting at Baba's feet at home, and we were passing the mic around for people to share their experiences, much like today, and there was a recorded mic just like today. And when we were passing the mic around, the way it flipped over the guy, his shawl came into his face, and so he was lost like this for a while. And I found it hilarious. Babaji looked at me and burst out laughing because he knew exactly what I was thinking about. So that's how we've always been. It's more like a friendship, an elder brother. There's been times where Babaji's looked at me and said, "Same hairstyle," that kind of. But I just want to say one thing, that, if you come to the Guru, there's a saying by Bruce Lee, who's a martial artist. He said, if you pour water into the cup, it becomes the cup. If you pour water into the jug, it becomes the jug. That's how you need to be when you come into the Guru. But most of us come as blocks of ice. So the problem is, first the Guru has to spend his energy melting us down. And the idea isn't even to be water, it's to be gas, to be one with everything. But to get us there, it requires a lot of penance on the Guru's behalf, on the Guru's part. And we're just mere puppets, so if you can be that water to begin with, it makes the path a lot easier. I came as a block of ice, and therefore I'm still, struggling, but that's my advice to you, so that's it. Om Shri Ram.